Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity coming at you with another bike reveal. I got another bike off of a freight truck recently. The arrangements was made with this particular company. I'd like to start off first saying that this is not a sponsorship. This is a free product given to me, not being paid, and to give my honest and full review of this particular bike. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I like a little bit of the quirky side of things. This particular bike is pretty interesting and somewhat strange. Or when I say strange, I mean different. It's not like what you normally would see out there. I might actually like to think of this as kind of a breakthrough bike for perhaps beginners or people who are afraid but want to ride. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this bike. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Before we get to there, my hair looks weird. Sorry, it's sticking up. I can't help it. There's a cowlick right there. It makes it do that. But if this is interesting to you, or you like Honda Ruckuses, mini bikes, you like kind of unboxing of interesting bikes, first rides, top speed tests, deep dives into particular things, then go ahead and give me a subscribe. And then in the end, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like it. But let's go ahead and get to the meat and get to this bike. So here it is. It is from Venom Motorsports. It came in this box on a trailer. And if you want to look up particular bikes that they have, feel free to go to Venom Motorsports, their website, or call them at 1-855-984-16, and you can't see it here, 12. They have a whole bunch of imported bikes in a wide variety and a wide range of things on there, so I think should suit pretty much everyone's liking. So let's go ahead and get started by taking off the plastic and the straps and taking this cardboard off of the box. I apologize, it was here overnight and there's a bunch of morning dew on it. I managed to wipe most of it off, but it shouldn't really affect anything on the inside. Now keep in mind also that this bike is fully assembled. Minus, I think you have to put the battery inside of here, but let's go ahead and take everything off and find out. The plastic part is the easy part, and since I have my SEV knife, it makes it a lot easier. First things first, here is a package inside of here, a little envelope. We'll open up, and I think I know what this is. Yeah, look at this. This is the MCO. And what an MCO is the manufacturer of certificate of origin. And you need this to go ahead and take to the tax office to go ahead and get your title. I will make a completely separate video on how to take your imported or China bike with an MCO, what steps process it takes to get it registered and street legal to ride wherever you're at. For my particular case, it will be Texas, so it will be pretty rigorous, and in some states it might be a little bit different, but technically it should be all pretty much the same thing. Let's go ahead and finish opening this up. I'm sure everyone is pretty anxious right now, but here we go. Cardboard is being released. Also, don't forget to recycle your cardboard. Always such a giant metal frame on these things to protect it from in shipping. Oh yeah, and don't mind my bike trailer back here. I have to take it back to the shop for storage. I used it recently to take a bike down to a ride in League City. Can you kind of guess what it is so far? Let's go ahead and keep taking off some Well, you know what? Let's time lapse this part for the plastic part. It is the Venom X22GT. Now they have other X22s in their line, but this one's the X22GT. Now, what makes this very interesting is, look, front disc, full fairing, like CBR-like headlights. There's a windshield on the ground over there. You know, stuff that a bike comes with. Fuel tank up at the top, flip up, of course, the warning stickers. It's a two-seater. We'll get more into this. We'll take it apart. But here's what's interesting. First, double suspension in the back. And the reason why is because if anyone in the ruckus world's looking at this right now, this looks like a GY6 CVT transmission. And I'm hoping it's like a GY6 CVT transmission, because that means the tuning on this would be very similar. Now, it's a vertical, what I think is a vertical 250cc GY6 variant. This is very close to, from my understanding, what's in the Elite 250. And there's a taillight back there. It's matte black, and to me, it looks very interesting. Of all people, also with this bike, when I told my wife that it was an automatic street bike scooter, basically, she was all over it. She wants to ride this because it's big and she can ride with me and she doesn't have to know how to shift. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. This is the windshield. It came on top of the seat. Don't scratch it up. Set this aside somewhere nice and neat. And let's go ahead and look and see what's inside this box. It came packaged on the lower part of the cage. So here we go. Looks like we have a very, wow. It's a sealed maintenance-free battery from Power Sports AMG. It's very heavy, okay? Oop, oh my gosh. Some what looks like rivets or buttons. Not 100% sure what they are, but there they are. We'll find out. A magazine with maintenance and stuff like that. This is actually quite a thick book compared to the other bikes that I've gotten before. And then, I bet you I know what this is. Mirrors. Let's guess. Ta-da! The mirrors. DOT certified mirrors. They're not that bad looking. I like the shape. Also comes with the rubber gaskets that go over the spot where you mount lock washers, and a bunch of other things in here too. So that's what's in the box. Let's go ahead and put the handlebars on. Okay, so after unwrapping this whole control, which is all the way assembled, you can see there's two Allen bolts right here that go through this handlebar assembly. Wow, these are pretty long. Oh my gosh. And there's also a recessed spot inside of the middle of this where it fits on the top of the suspension or the clip. So it goes like this. There you go. So then just thread the screws. Make sure they're not cross-threaded, please. So they should go in pretty easily. And the hole should line up pretty easily. Also, do me a favor. Don't use an impact on this. Use your handy-dandy hand tools to tighten it down. It doesn't need to be stripped, because then you'll have to replace this whole triple tree and it'll be all your fault. No one likes things to be their fault. So we'll go ahead and repeat the process on the second side. Quick tip for the mirror. See how there's a beveled riser like it's not flat, it rises against this right here. It should be angled the way you see it in this picture to get your mirrors accurate, because you can put this bracket in upside down and it will face down and it'll be very difficult to adjust. Okay, to take the seat off on the back, there is a storage compartment back here. I've been looking for it for a while. If you look on the bottom left-hand corner, there is the keyhole hidden underneath here, and you just turn the key, and you keep turning the key, and the top will pop off, okay? If you look, there's storage. You can put tools, whatnot in here. You would think the battery goes in here, but doesn't. Your fuse box is also in here, but you could put some your paperwork or tools or something like that in here, and there's a strap that goes across. You would imagine it looks like a battery holder, but it is not. To put the seat back on, notice that there's hooks in the back, and they hook in first, and then you push the seat down until it clicks. That is the storage in the back. Now for the battery. All right, so the battery, okay. It has been 45 minutes later since I recorded that one piece, and here is how you put the battery, or at least this is how I put the battery in. Remember that strap that we found that was underneath the back seat that looked like you were supposed to strap stuff? Well, it's a battery strap, but the battery doesn't go back there. It goes in the middle of the bike. Keep in mind, this is a GY6 where the motor is in the back, so the center of it is inside here, for intensive purposes, is hollow. So I'm gonna do my best to show you what I did. First, you have to lay on the ground, okay? And if you notice, there's a gap here where you can reach up and put the battery in the battery tray. Can you see the battery in the battery tray? It is in the tray now. All I have to do is connect the terminals into it. I attempted to take the fairings apart, but I started to scratch things, alignment issues. For the most part, I will make a video on how to do it this way, but to keep your bike pristine and not have to have fitment and alignment issues, because anyone knows who has had a street bike with fairings. Fairings are not the funnest things to play with. You can reach underneath the bike, reach around under the bike, lift the battery into the tray, and then connect the terminals. It's a lot of laying down on the ground, a lot of effort to get those terminals on, but in the end, you will be happy because then you didn't have to take this whole side of the bike off. Like literally, you have to take the whole side of the bike off just to get inside of there. So leave a comment below if you have any questions and I'll be happy to answer. Let's move on. Okay, we got it all together. Little tip, before you put everything together, be sure to put the fuel line in. The fuel line is not connected due to, I guess, EPA regulations or something to prove that there's no gasoline in the tank or something. But I put a little bit, tiny bit of gas in through a can and I saw it come out, so we went ahead and closed it. So let's do a really fast look around. This is not my detailed look, but this is just a quick walk around. All right, here it is, the Venom X22GT. It is a 250cc, I believe GY6, I'll have to confirm that. It has a CVT transmission, making it automatic. It is a vertical motor. Things to note, the bike will not start if the kickstand is down. And then there's nothing inside of here but the battery and a little bunch of open space. But you know what? That's a cool thing, because then you could put a stereo in there and no one would ever know. There's a keyhole down here to open up the back of the seat. Here's your gas tank and your controls. The majority of the control is an analog tachometer, and your speedometer is down here, along with your lights up here and here for other things. Pass, high beam, signals, cancel, kill switch, starter, pretty basic, every bike has that. Windshield. I also noticed that this has really nice projector bulbs inside of here. Very nice. Front wheel disc. I already mentioned that the kickstand disables the motor. Dual suspension in the back. It has a fender. One of the first things I'm going to do is build a fender eliminator for this. And it can ride 2, although it says the weight on the back of this seat is maximum 1 kilogram. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. Also disc brake in the back, which is impressive. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a start. See what she sounds like. Make sure you kick the kickstand up, because it will not start with the kickstand down, so don't be amazed when it doesn't. And start. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a CVT, so there's no clutch. I'm pretty surprised with the power that this thing has, and this being an automatic for beginners or someone who wants to ride bikes but's not like super into it. This seems like a winner right here. It looks beefy. It is beefy. All right, let's go give it a ride around the block real quick. Okay, well, I don't have plates, so we're just gonna go around the block real quick. Give it a little start. Oh yeah, gotta have the kickstand up for it to start, so it isn't really useful to you if you can't start it, so. Woo! Oh man, got a little bit of torque going. Oops. CVT transmission. Cool thing is it's a GY6 transmission, so I can mess with it. But for an automatic street bike looking thing, this thing's pretty cool. And you probably could see the headlights and the little trim on the front. And it's water cooled. Oh, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that I like about this bike. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go in a little more detail on this bike for some other things. For example, I'm going to for sure do a fender eliminator and then see if there's something I could do about that back water fender over there. I'd like to see if I could do something different with the exhaust. And I want to do a speed test, and then I want to see if there's a way that I can tune this CVT to get it faster than what it's supposed to have, like putting some Dr. Pulley sliders and perhaps changing out the CVT inside of here. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more on the X22GT from Venom Motorsports. Information is going to be in the description below if you want to take a look at this. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.